All right, we're starting to get the push up to TP. I think I'm gonna move stops just below these lows here. So we'll see here if we can get that push up to the top.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to day 2 of day trading futures prop firms until I get a payout. If this is your first time here, hey, my name's Brandon, and I am on a mission to just document my journey of this crazy thing we call trading. I've been trading for about 2 years with prop firms now, and a little over 3.5 I've been deep in the markets, trading with technical analysis and through tons of different styles and ways of trading. But listen, today what I want to do is I'm going to talk about the second trade that we've taken on this 50K Topstep Combine. Now, despite the quick little clips that you might have seen at the beginning of the video, I think you will be surprised to hear that, spoiler, this trade was actually a loss. But you know what? I feel completely fine about it. The fact is that in trading, you're gonna have wins, you're gonna have losses. It's just the cost of doing business. And as long as you follow your rules, you should feel okay taking a loss. I think the times that we don't feel okay taking losses is when we break our rules or we don't follow our plans. But let's get over to my laptop because I'll break down why I took the trade. And I took a lot of notes. And you'll actually see that if I would have done something very specific, the trade actually would have won. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so you guys can see this is my week so far. I've only taken one trade, right? I didn't take any trades on Monday. Tuesday here is the loss. Last Friday we had a nice $600 winner. Things were moving really clean. But yeah, on Tuesday, things just did not seem to play out, right? I thought I had a good setup. It looked good. I took the trade and it was a loss. So let's quickly just go over, I'll just highlight some of my notes that I have here for you guys. You know, let's go through the mental. I woke up at about 3 a.m. My trading time is from around 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. I like to be done, and that's just simply because of my work schedule and what I can fit in right now. Probably not ideal. You know, a lot of setups, that pre-market time, sometimes they don't play out. There's a lot of news at 5:30 PST. So yeah, there's days that I'm not able to get a good, nice clean trade in, but it's what I have to work with right now. So I woke up at 3 a.m. Went to bed at a decent time and was feeling pretty good. And I rated myself as a 9 out of 10 on clarity, on mental clarity. Physically, I did a workout before hopping on the charts, did some rowing, did some running, and I was, you know, feeling pretty good physically. Trading, everything looked choppy until about 4:30. So I would say that's that start of the, you know, New York pre-market. So volume started coming in at around 4:30. And we were getting some little bit cleaner movement. Before that, it was just really choppy. I checked NASDAQ, you know, US 30 and SPY. They all stayed in a tight range and were moving kind of up and down and around VWAP. There was definitely no clear direction, but gold looked really bullish, and I was probably seeing that chart the best, okay? And then I just go over some quick things here with my notes. 15-minute RSI was overextended, but the chart was still making higher highs and looked bullish. We were quite a ways above VWAP. And I'll kind of break down my strategy a little bit here for you guys that this is your first video. I said that the 5 a.m. candle gave a slight pullback, and then we made a move higher. So overall score, I rated myself as an 8 out of 10. I followed my trading rules and did what I said I was going to do. So now let's I took a screenshot of the chart here. And this is really cool with TopStep, guys, is if you're not using their TopStep X, I should say. If you're not using their daily journal, I would really get in here and start journaling. This is something that I started doing. I used to journal in a notebook after every trade, but you know, I lose consistency doing it that way. So having a journal right in here and being able to put a screenshot of the trade and what it looked like really helps. Okay, so here was our trade, right? You can see about 4:30 here, we broke these highs. I had this range set up here, and we broke these highs. Now what I do is I wait. It's pretty much like a break and retest, I guess you would say, but I wait for some nice momentum, which we got. Okay, what I was doing is I was waiting for some nice momentum up out of the zone, and then I look for a move back into the zone. I do not use wicks. What I do is I just use candle bodies. So as soon as we got that move back in, I'll wait for the first bullish candle that closes out of the zone, and I put a buy stop above. Now you can see here, my entry was just, you know, a little bit lagged, a little bit late. I'm TopStep X. You know, you can't place orders like directly on TradingView. So I gotta sit and really quick calculate. And then sometimes by the time I do that, I'm a little bit behind because of my position sizing. But we got in there. You can see we had a nice push up all the way up here. And at one point I was up about maybe 450 bucks in profit, almost 500 bucks. So what I did is I moved my stop. Usually my stops will go below the zone. Sometimes I'll give them, you know, a little bit of a, if I want to do a little bit more of a risky trade, I might have put my stop below here, and I'm usually risking about 500 bucks. But what I did is as soon as I saw that heavy push up, I was pretty confident we were going to be moving up to TP. So I moved my stops below these two, the next low right here. And unfortunately what happened is at 5:30, a lot of selling volume came in and it tagged me out. I manually cut the position right there. So I took about a $400 loss. Now the reason I said earlier that this trade actually would have been a winner is because if I kept my original stop, this ended up pushing back up, and then at right about 6:30, it got a spike up and would have hit TP for my full TP at about $620. So that's something I'm kind of still experimenting with. Like one thing I could do a little bit better is waiting to start trailing my stop up. Now I took a loss, and it was still, you know, my loss was still smaller than my past winner. But, you know, I could have just held the trade with my original stop, and this actually would have been a winning trade. Now, if some of you are wondering, this line right here is the 20 SMA. I just use it for direction, but as long as we're moving up and making higher highs, and I'm above the 20 SMA and VWAP, I'll usually take the trade. So, you know, overall, I stuck to my plan, and that's why I wasn't really affected by this loss. I told myself I was gonna move my stop up, and I would cut if we started getting closes below. As soon as we got that candle close below, I ended up cutting, and hey, what are you gonna do? Sometimes that's what's gonna happen. Price is just gonna rip back up, and it would have hit your TP. So that is day 2. What are you gonna do? Not ideal, but hey, this week has been a little bit slow for me on the trades. We had a lot of news on Wednesday. I did not trade, and today I didn't take a trade either. I did not see anything really setting up pre-market. So as you can see, you know, I've only got one trade for this week, the one loss, and yeah, maybe tomorrow will be another winner. Last Friday, things were moving really well. I was seeing things cleanly. We had a nice trend and direction. So let's see, maybe tomorrow will end up being a winner, and that will be day 3. All right, guys, hope this video helped you out, was a little bit informative. Coming along for the journey. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.